Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch on this 01.22.2024. Current time is 0609 here in Upstate New York. That's the southern tier of Upstate New York where I live and reside. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Twitch, as well as at Fireman Rich over there on X/Twitter, at Fireman Rich over there on Truth Social, at Fireman Rich over there on Blue Skies, at Fireman Rich on Instagram, and over there on the public Facebook we have, you have to go to the real Fireman Rich. That's where you can find me as far as that goes. But we're getting our day started. We do have the morning coffee here, and it's tasted mighty fine. I need this morning. Running a little late. I don't know. I got up at 5:30, so it takes me about 20 minutes or so to get set up here. Excuse me. I opened the curtains there for Jack. Okay, you're all done, Jack? Oh, he's gonna go back on his the little chair back here he rests on. The back curtain is closed. We close the curtains there to keep the heat in the house here for the most part. We don't do it out in the living room for some reason. Well, they're closed for the most part. They got see-through drapes there, but we got a cold morning this morning. We are cold this morning as far as that goes. We're not cranking, but we're currently we're at 8 degrees Fahrenheit. 8 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 13 degrees Celsius. Oh my freaking God, it's cold. Mrs. is already up. We're gonna probably take a. It's supposed to warm up today. It's supposed to warm up as far as that goes. Well, if you call that warming up, I guess. But it's going to be a little bit warmer later on today than it has been this weekend, hopefully. But currently it's 8 degrees Fahrenheit, which is negative 13. I hate that. Negative 13. Ooh, no, just doesn't set well. It doesn't set well with me, I guess. Change that. I don't like using the H word there, but it's not really icebox. It's tolerable. It's tolerable this weekend. I hope everybody did have a good weekend. I did to a certain degree. Key words, certain degree. But we're starting a new week here. Excuse me for a moment. I'm coughing. I don't want to cough into the microphone. Jack. Okay, yeah, he's resting back there in the chair. But we're going to have a mix of clouds and sun during the morning. Yeah, it looks like sun up until about later this afternoon, and then clouding over, giving way to cloudy skies this afternoon. High of 36, which given the last couple of days, we've been in the single digits or right there at the beginning of the double digits there at 12 to 15 degrees there over the weekend. That's going to be warm. Winds south by southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's about average. So we're looking good there. Let's see. Sun will be rising this morning at 7:28 a.m., which is another hour. Let's see, hour and 15 minutes thereabouts. Hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, hour and 15 minutes. It's rising at 7:28 a.m. and setting at 5:07 p.m. I was in between. Was it during the first football game or second football game? But right there, just before dinner, I was noticing out the window. It was like 5:15. It was still daylight out, even though the sun went down at 5:06 yesterday. It's 5:07 today, so we gain another minute of daylight there. Let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:14 a.m. this morning. Cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And Byron Fritch. Good morning. Good morning, Byron. Brian. I should say Brian. Brian Fritch. Good morning. Glad to have you here. Top of the morning to you as we get started. A hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Honolulu, Hawaii, 73 degrees, cloudy skies. Phoenix, Arizona, and there's backing up. Tony D with a hashtag or salute to you, sir. Hashtag positive start today. And Tony says good morning to the missus.
Morning, Tony. Hope you feel better.
And she hopes you feel better. Oh, yeah. I was on last night after the ball games, and he's doing a lot better. So she was a little concerned for you, Tony. So she's glad to hear that you were. I told her just now. I told her yesterday when we got off of the Bell Kings fantasy football there, you weren't doing too good. But salute to you, sir. Tony D is my brother veteran, my fellow broadcaster and good friend there. We had the broadcast there. Tony D's broadcast, Belt Kings fantasy football, and there's Tony D's. Tell her I said thank you. Tony said thank you. Tony said thank you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, watching the news.
She's watching the news, Tony. So, okay, there's Tony D's X/Twitter feed. We had Belt Kings fantasy football going over the preliminary picks that we or thoughts that we had about yesterday's games and the games that already took place Saturday. I had high hopes then, but first game went all right. We'll talk about it, but the Bills, I'm not too happy with the Bills. Well, I'm not happy with the situation that they played a good game. I guess as good as they could be, but we'll get into that in the football segment. So I'm just dragging a little bit this Monday because Tony D had and he's probably dragging a little bit too, but he went to bed right after he had a post Belt Kings fantasy football last night, and I was up. I was sort of a little wound up. Throughout the state, we could feel the pain of the Buffalo Bills as far as that goes. That's but anyway, we're glad to have you here, Tony, and Brian Fritch. Fritch. Brian there. Thank you for being here, Brian and Tony. Continuing on with our world times and temperature, I said Honolulu, Hawaii, 70 degrees, cloudy skies at 1:17 a.m. this morning. Phoenix, Arizona at 4:17 a.m. Raining, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois is a lot warmer in Chicago, where it's cloudy and 25 degrees Fahrenheit. And New York City, the jungle, as I do like to call it. Clear skies down there in New York City. 27 degrees Fahrenheit, and down where Tony D is at in Warner Robins, Georgia, let's see, he's got 25 degrees Fahrenheit, so a little bit cool down there, down south. High of 57, ooh, that's a good high, and low of 25, so you're already at your low. Mostly cloudy down there in Georgia, Warner Robins, Georgia. And across the Atlantic Ocean, the pond, Cork, Ireland at 11:17 a.m. We have sunny skies, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Milan, Italy at 12:18 p.m. Sunny skies there in Milan at 41 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur, 7:18 p.m. in the early evening. Sunny skies, sunny and clear, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan at 8:18 p.m. In their evening, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in Australia, Melbourne, Australia, at 10:18 p.m., we have 61 degrees Fahrenheit and 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And Sydney, Australia is 10:18 p.m. at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see. Oh, Jim Figerty's on. Okay, Jim Figerty's came on. We got another commercial there. And because I think, Brian, if you're still here, I think, aren't you a Jim Figerty viewer, I believe? I was surprised when I was setting up. I didn't see Jim on. He usually's on when I'm setting up, but I just seen him. He just popped on right now, so he's over there in Ireland. And let's see, we got ad breaks ending in 47 seconds, so we got ad breaks. So we're waiting on the ad breaks. Yeah, so the temperatures, it looks, let's see, it's supposed to be a warm week this week. It's supposed to get in. Let's see. We got like today. We said what high of 36. Um, yeah, high of 36. Tomorrow will be a high of 36. Wednesday, that's when we start kicking it into the 40-degree weather going into the weekend. And let's see. Let's see. We got just looking. We got mostly. We got a little bit of snow coming in tomorrow. Be early past midnight tonight, going into the morning tomorrow. But Wednesday showers, light rain. Thursday and Friday AM showers. 54 degrees here. Then it looks like we have a probably snow showers. But for the most part, we're back in the 30s, I guess, 30s and 40s. 54 next Friday, which will be nice. Might dry things out after the rain we've had, as far as that goes. So, Captain Rehab, oh my God, what happened to the Bills? I don't know. We'll talk about that during the football segment. It is what it is, Captain Rehab. I feel bad about it, but the game, it could have gone either way, and it just went the way it's always been for the last couple of meetings that they beat them. Bills beat them during the regular season, but it's still a good game. You know, those people that say that the Bills suck and all that, well, that one, no, they gave it their best shot. They could have done better, you could say, but to say they suck, I think any team that's in the playoffs, you can't say they suck. They lost. Just leave it at that. When you throw in the extra commentary as far as that goes, and you really obviously just saying that to poke and whatever that well, yeah, that was disheartening. It's just like I could understand the kicker in the one game that was raining. I forget which game that was, and there was some rain in the game, and the kicker didn't make it. But that was a clear shot that the kicker. Yeah, it'll come back to that. I was like, but it is football, okay? So any team could win. It's not a guarantee. So that's the thing I've come to. But I could tell you right now that across New York State, there's a broken heart right now. But we'll get over it. We'll get over it, just like anything. It builds character, stuff like that. That felt like a playoff game. The other three, I don't know. We'll talk about that on the football segment. But glad to have you here, Captain Rehab. I hope you had a good weekend as far as that goes there, sir. And let's see. Our thought for the day comes from Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, we've had him on here a number of times. He's our third U.S. president. One of the founding fathers of this great country that I live in, and that I'm very blessed and privileged to have served. Let's see. Thomas Jefferson, an American statesman, diplomat, lawyer, architect, philosopher, and founding father who served as president of the United States from 1801 to 1809. He was the primary author of the Declaration of Independence. And his quote in our thought for today is, "Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom." Honesty. You got to be honest. First and foremost, you got to be honest with yourself. Who tells you if you're honest with yourself? Yourself, really, I guess, if you look at it. But honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom, and I got to be honest with you. I'm not too happy with the Bills losing, Captain Rehab. Okay, it's football though. It's football, and that's what makes football so interesting. But I'm honestly, I'm not really happy with the outcome. But I'll get over it. It's just it's one of those things that some good football though, some good football. But to be honest with you, I'm not really happy with it. So, and I'm using the wisdom of from the Book of Wisdom of Thomas Jefferson, or in the Book of Wisdom that Thomas Jefferson's referring to. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. You got to be honest and true. They lost with. I don't think there's any such thing as a home field advantage when you got that caliber of play, because they both play in that type of environment. So you could say the advantage is with Buffalo because of the fans, the noise. The noise is definitely a factor in these games. So that's was it all that noisy? I don't think it really compared to some other games. Or Baltimore, that was noisy. You could hear that. I think Baltimore this weekend was a lot noisier than Buffalo. So home field, yes and no is my take on that. I guess, especially when you got that caliber of play. As far as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think San Francisco, they're going to be tough at home. Certain team. I used to always say, look at Dallas. They had home field advantage. They lost. So it's not that it's just one of those teams that the other team outplayed them and stuff. That's the way I'm taking it. It's not that they faltered or anything. They tried everything they could do, and Dallas likes losing. I don't. I'm not. I'm not an avid Dallas. I like Dallas. I used to like Dallas when I was a kid. Stuff, but yeah, I don't. I don't know if any team likes it. That's a good one, Captain Rehab. You're putting the lighter moment here as far as that. Go Birds. And real Ted Hicks, good morning. He's saying good morning to Captain Rehab. To the missus, Ted Hicks says good morning. Buffalo Bill fans, yeah. And go Birds. Oh, Ravens. I think the Ravens. I think overall from the takeaway from this weekend, the Ravens. I think they got their shit together. That you don't want to contend, and so that's going to be an interesting game next week. Kansas City going into Lamar Jackson, the house of Lamar Jackson, because he and even though Baltimore, they played good, but it took them a couple. Real Ted Hicks, who is winning the SB. What is SB? Hey nephew, Captain Rehab. What's SB? I don't know what SB is. Winner of the. Oh, Super Bowl. Oh, Super Bowl. Okay. I'm not even thinking to the Super Bowl yet. I'm still thinking about next weekend there and stuff. I'm taking it one week at a time. So there's our thought for today. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Quote from Thomas Jefferson. Give you something to think about today. Try and be honest, especially with yourself. And I'm trying to be honest with myself to say, yeah, I'm a little saddened by the Bills and stuff like that. It's just like, what the real happy moment is, you look at Detroit. Look how long they've been waiting just to win a playoff at home since '91, when Bernie Sanders was in the not Bernie Sanders. Who was the running back there? His last name was Sanders. I'm thinking, I don't want to say, but it's 1991 since they won a championship at home. That's like the Boston Red Sox not winning the World Series, or the Chicago Cubs. Not Dion from it's the running back for Detroit Lions. What's his name? Let me see. I got it right here. Let me see who I'm talking about. Barry Sanders. That's Barry. Yeah, Captain. Yeah, Barry. You got it at the same time. Yeah, he had. So they haven't had a playoff spot since he was on the team, I believe. So that's since 1991. I think they were talking about during the game. So let's see. Let's see, our national day today, you got National Polka Dot Day. I don't know. I don't think about that. National Sanctuary of Human Life Day. Okay, that's not a bad one. Here's one. It's National Day, Celebration of Life Day. Well, I always say live life and have fun. I like this one, though. This is the one we need. We need this one, especially after the Bills lost yesterday. National Polka Dot Day. Yeah, there we go. No, I'm going with National Blondie Brownie Day. Was it just a lighter color? I think so. National Blonde Brownie Day on January 22nd recognizes a treat often referred to as blondies. Hashtag National Blondie Brownie Day. I love a nice blonde. There we go. Almost everyone knows that a blonde brownie is similar to a chocolate brownie. In place of cocoa, bakers use brown sugar and make this delicious brownie, giving it a sweet tooth, satisfying molasses flavor. Okay, that's the difference. Click play and enjoy a story around National Blonde Brownie Day featuring our founder. Okay, that's something else there. Most people like to add white chocolate and chocolate chips to the blonde brownies, or often or other things like nuts, truffles, butterscotch. Blonde brownies are usually prepared unfrosted. Do you frost brownies? I don't think you frost brownies. At least the missus, she had some brownies. She made some brownies up last week, and they weren't frosted. Yeah, I guess you could put frosting on them. It's usually prepared unfrosted, as brown sugar flavor tends to be sweet enough. These blondies are sometimes served in sundaes, often topped with a caramel sauce. Ooh, that's nice. They're good. I like those. Yeah, lots of. Or we're talk. Oh, we're talking. Yeah, we are talking about desserts here. Captain Rehab. Okay, get your mind out of the you know what. Okay, so there's our National Day today. Tomorrow, the 23rd, which is a Tuesday, I will be doing the Tioga Radio Show over there on Mixcloud. So I won't be doing the audio podcast. That's the second Tuesday. Man, this month is going by quick for the first month, isn't it? Let's see. Sometimes I bring a bag of sugar with me in the shower and blast that Def Leppard while pouring the sugar. Okay, and singing into a toothbrush. There you go. But I will be doing the radio show tomorrow to be to play the what I call the hashtag Want to Be Radio DJ. Let's see. Did I get any? No, I haven't played. I guess there's some other people. I think Glick said he's on there now. As far as like, oh, I got some alerts here. What's this say? Oh, I got a follow from DJ Midlife Crisis. And then let's see, Helen's tapes went up the 18th, which was last Thursday. She had she does the Thursday thing there. Helen, you could follow her over there in Mixtapes. Her radio show at mixcloud.com/Radio Leggy, and she does a good job on her broadcast. I just stitch things together, some songs and stuff like that. So let's see, 6:30. Let's see, on this day of history. I didn't forget either. Today is Monday, so I'll be going over the penny saver. After we get done with after the break. I'm going to be coming up on a break here. Let's see. On this day, 56 years ago, the Phoenix Sun and Milwaukee Bucks were awarded franchise licenses by the National Basketball Association. They've only been in the NBA for 56 years? Wow. Creating teams with the two cities and their millions. The Suns are the NBA's ultimate nearly having the second scores franchise winning percentage of any team, never to win a championship. I thought they won a championship. They've never won a championship. Let's see. On this day, back in 1899, leaders of 6 self-governing colonies of Australia, New Wales, Victoria, South Australia, Queensland, and Western Australia, and Tasmania met to discuss unified under a federal government. Is Tasmania? I thought that was a country unto its own. Let's see. Back in 1984, the world's first jumbo jet, a Boeing 747, launched its maiden voyage as a Pan Am flight from Kennedy Airport to London Heathrow, arrived in 6.5 hours. Oh, that was 1970, because back in 1984, Apple introduced its Macintosh computer during the Super Bowl with its now famous 1984 television commercial. And that commercial was, I remember that, the person coming up and hitting the big screen there. It was all black and white. That was a big one. We never look back on Super Bowl commercials. That's one thing I am looking forward to the Super Bowl is the commercials. They weren't too bad last year. Let's see, what else do we got? Nothing there, nothing there. Go to the next tab. And how's our broadcast doing here? Let's see. How's the sound? The sound doing? Yep, sound is good. Okay. Okay. On this day in 1901, British Queen Victoria passed away at age 81. After the reign of 63 years, she was succeeded by her eldest son, Edward VII. 1901. 1944, during World War II, Allied forces began landing at Anzio, Italy. That wasn't all that great of a battle there, Anzio. That was compared to the landing of D-Day. That was before D-Day. Actually, it wasn't January, so D-Day was June 6, I believe, 1944. In 1947, America's first commercially licensed television station west of the Mississippi, KTLA TV in Los Angeles, made its official debut. And 1995, Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy passed away at the Kennedy compound in Hyannisport, Massachusetts, at the age of 104. God bless her. In 1997, the Senate confirmed Madeleine Albright as the nation's first female Secretary of State. She was I liked her as Secretary of State. She was right there. She didn't take any shit. As far as that goes. 2006, Kobe Bryant scored 81 points, the second highest in NBA history in the Los Angeles Lakers' 102-104 victory over the Toronto Raptors. And I'm talking a lot about basketball because once football's over with, we'll be talking about basketball as far as that goes, because I'm liking what I'm seeing with my Celtics. They're in first place. I've had some... what I feel about the Bills right now, I've had that type of feeling before with the Lakers, or not the Lakers, the Celtics, when they've lost and stuff like that. So you got to be able to lose. You got to be a good loser, I guess, if there's any such thing as that. I don't know. Let's see. And that's about it for as far as that goes. Again, we'll get to the NFL this weekend. Texans, they made a good go of it, but the Ravens, they beat them 34-10. The Ravens, they played a little wonky in the beginning, but I think the general consensus that we had yesterday on Tony D's Belt Kings Fantasy Football broadcast, which he's going to be broadcasting next week. Then I think the week before the Super Bowl, he'll take off, and then he'll have a broadcast on Sunday, and that'll end the season 2. They sort of suggested maybe we should have something to do during when they start the UFL, United. Is it United Football League? Yeah, United Football League, the UFL. And actually, if you Google UFL, that's a soccer league a major soccer league over in the European area. But the United Football League, it's a combination of the XFL and the United States Football League, USFL. I think The Rock had the U.S. or did he have X? I don't know, but they're combining the two. They're going to have those are going to be the two divisions that form the United Football League, which starts March 30th. And I plan on doing mention that football because that football will take us to the beginning of the Canadian football, and then the Canadian football will take us back into the football season. Will take us into the next year's season of the NFL. I'm already ending the NFL season because the Bills lost. I'm having fun with that, folks. It's just, but we have. I'm looking forward to that United Football League. So the Ravens beat the Texans. I really think the Ravens they're going to probably be the winners of it all and stuff. Lamar Jackson just looks. He's going to be the MVP. I believe he's set. He has the confidence as a quarterback. 49ers beat the Packers. Packers. They can hold their heads high. They almost won that game came, and this is for the 49ers at home. They almost won that, but the 49ers prevailed. But the Packers, they've got next year. Watch the Packers. It's Jordan Love's team now. It's no longer Aaron Rodgers. The era of Aaron Rodgers with this kid as quarterback has ended. So, and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they made a shot at it, but couldn't overcome the strength of the Lions, the Detroit Lions. That's I would love to see them go to the Super Bowl and win it. That would be a topping of because the Ravens. I don't have they've won a Super Bowl, and so has the Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers. They and the Kansas City and the Ravens haven't won one in a while. But Detroit is just, they were just ecstatic. I mean, there was a gentleman in the game this past weekend that he was at the last, he was probably the only fan that was at the last championship there. He's an older gentleman that they won. It was back in 1950, as far as that goes, that winning a home playoff game, I guess. So, but the Buccaneers, they lost. Who's the quarterback there? Can't think of it. Hey, good morning, Tina. I just seen that. I got up late. Yeah, I ran a little late, starting at 6:00 and stuff like that. You get your coffee, get your day started. It's a hashtag positive start to the day. I don't sound that convincing, do I, this morning? Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. As much as it can. As far as that goes, Tina coming in from New Jersey. She's our Jersey girl, and as far as that goes, and then the game last night, the Bills losing to the Chiefs, 27-24, and I mean there was one point in that fourth quarter the Bills could have been down by 2 scores, but they had a touchback there on a fumble that became a touchback. I thought that was an interesting call. As far as from and as far as the refs in general, there's been some calls. Yeah, you could say, did it make a difference in the game? My opinion, no. In any of the games that they've refed, I think the refs have been pretty good this year, for the most part. It's easy to blame the ref. They can only see so much, and then we do have instant replay. So I do think the refereeing, and I'm going to get a lot of disagreements with this from some hardcore football players, but I think the referees. Except that one in Kansas City. Or no, the Dallas-Detroit game. But then again, there's you could just say there's blame on both sides as far as that goes. But that's the only really memorable call this whole season, I guess. Some people they nitpick about this play or this penalty, that penalty, and I guess it's just an easy way of distracting from the real reason why you lost or whatever. So and then last night there was no excuses for the Buffalo Bills. They had all the skills and they were right there in the game. They were evenly matched with the Chiefs. It was a good game. It was back and forth as far as that goes. Josh Allen was doing what Josh Allen does best. as far as that goes. And it's just like Captain Rehab said, you know, you look at the score, they lost by 3 points. Well, they had that kicker, they could have taken it into overtime. So, and that was a case in their last meeting for a spot in the American Football Conference Championship when they went to overtime, and then Kansas City won the toss, and they took the ball and they marched down to a touchdown, and Bills didn't even get it. They changed that rule. Each team has a shot at tying it up and stuff like that. It's just not left up to, okay, you make a touchdown and you won. That seemed a little unfair, you know, when you think about it. So they made a major change, but they didn't go into overtime. They could have, they almost, but that's the kick of the ball, I guess. I still can't understand why he missed that, but and the kickers were important this whole season. If you look back on all these pivotal games, the kicking, you know, the kickers always, oh, okay, we got a kicker. No, you got to have a good kicker, and I think his name is Bass. He's usually right on. He just didn't cut it last night. So Kansas City Chiefs, hats off to them. I think it's going to be real interesting next week when they go to Baltimore. I think Baltimore, that's going to be really interesting with Baltimore, with the weapons they have. There was a lot of injuries last night's game, Kansas City and Bills. Bills had some injuries beforehand, and so there were some players playing late. But let's see, Patrick Mahomes had 17 completions for 23 attempts, 215 yards, and 2 TDs. Josh Allen had 26 completions for 39 attempts, 186, which is a little bit less, but he had 1 TD passing. He also had 2 rushing TDs. I think Mahomes had 1. I think he went in for 1. They don't have him. Yeah, that was his Patrick Mahomes. Oh, he had 2 TDs passing. Or else one of the 2 is his rushing TD. Travis Kelce, he had 2 TD. He was monstrous. He was wide open. That, if anything, that was the Bills' demise, not containing Travis Kelce, because he was a major factor. With Mahomes hooking up with Travis, they set a record of quarterback to tight end. Previously, it was Tom Brady and Gronk from the New England Patriots. They had 15 connections during a playoff run, and the most they, you know, as far as over the course of a year. But Mahomes and Travis Kelce, they got the new record. I think they got up to 17. They got 2 more connections after they were talking about that. So total yardage. Actually, the Bills had more total yardage by 7 yards. 361 for the Kansas City, 368 for Buffalo. Passing, 215 for the Kansas City Chiefs and 186 for the Buffalo Bills. Rushing, 146 for Kansas City, 182 for the Buffalo Bills. And yards per play, the Kansas City Chiefs went out on that with 7.7 compared to for 4.7 for the Bills. So they had a lot of good running. You know, it wasn't all about passing as far as that goes. And so ends another season for the Buffalo Bills. You know, the playoffs, you win, or if you win, you go on. If you lose, you go home. So, well, the Bills were already at home. We on an ad break? Yeah, we're on an ad break as far as that goes. So that's it for football until next weekend. This weekend on the NBA, let's see what's going on over there. I got to get involved in at least saying what the Celtics are doing and the New York teams. Let's see. If, back on Saturday, you had the New York Knicks. They beat the Raptors. There you go. the significance, 76ers. I like keeping track of the 76ers. They beat the Hornets. And then yesterday, the Nets lost to the Clippers, 125 to 114. Boston Celtics won against the Rockets, 116 to 107. And in our basketball standings, the East, we have the Celtics are number one. The Bucks are 3.5 games behind. So Celtics are pulling out ahead. So Boston Celtics, that's my favorite team in the NBA. I actually was in the old Boston. I seen the Celtics play in the old Boston Garden before they took it down there in downtown Boston. And ad break is done. So Boston Celtics are they're first in their Eastern Division with the Bucks number 2, 76ers. And Tony's saying, Captain, rehab. Cavaliers are number 4. Knicks are number 5. Tony's saying hi to Tina there. Knicks are number 5, Tony. That's not too bad right now. Morning meeting over. Okay, yeah, I got done crying about the Bills there, so we moved to basketball. Knicks are number 5 in the standings right now. They're 7 games out behind the Celtics. Go Celtics, go. The Heat is number 6. Pacers are number 7. Magic is number 8, and the Bulls are number 9. And then the Nets moved down to number 10. The Atlanta Hawks are number 10. Tony, what's your basketball team? I don't know if you ever told me that. What's your Mine is the Celtics. And Tina is saying good morning to her cousin, Captain Rehab, and also saying good morning to Tony. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Shh. I hit the mic. You don't do that. You don't do that. Let's see. Right there. I think that's good right there. Is that good? There we go. So that's the top 10 in the Eastern Conference. And that's right, the Knicks. I'm sorry. Yeah, you've told me that before. And Tina says she's not awake. I just think I woke you. That's right. The Knicks are number 5, Tony. So they're we're halfway through the basketball season, I've been told, as far as what I see in the news. So the first 10 spots are very important. And as far as let's see, in the Western Conference, the Timberwolves, they're in first place, and Thunder and Nuggets are 1 game behind them. The Denver Nuggets, they were last year's champions. Number 4 is the Clippers at 2.5, Pelicans at 5.5, Mavericks at 6, Suns at 7. Then there's the Kings. Lakers are moving up. They're moved up to number 9th spot. So that might be an indication. Lakers. I'm surprised they were out of the top 10, and then they're number 9 now. Then number 10 is Jazz. Number 11 Rockets. The Warriors are 12. Warriors. I don't know. It's early in the season. I tend to wait till the play. Yeah, it's half. Yeah, they were talking about some of the before I went. I think it was yesterday morning before going on Bell Kings Fantasy Football. They were talking about how actually it's all last week. They're in the middle part of the season, I guess. Well, actually, they play more games than that, don't they? Is that up? They've only done like 40 games. I don't know what the total season is. I do know from what I'm seeing, the Celtics are in first place, and that's a good thing. I love the Boston Celtics. Are rich in tradition. I know there's a lot of people who don't care for them, but I like them. They're a good team. I used to like the Phoenix Suns. I like the Knicks and the Nets. I like the Knicks better than the Nets. The Nets, I didn't. They're in New York now, but they started over there in Jersey. But like Tony says, it's still early, and I guess I'm just looking at the box stars scores at this point. I have watched. Well, if the Celtics are playing, I'll watch a little bit of it when I see it on the TV and stuff like that. So, and whatnot. So, let's see. We're coming up on 48 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and take a break because I need to get a coffee, and then when I get back, we'll go over it's Monday, so we go over the penny saver. We'll see what's for sale at the Youth Value hardware store. All right, folks, you just hang loose there, and I will be right back. Oop. If I press the right button here, what the hell's going on here? Let's see. There we go. We are back. We got a fresh cup of coffee here, and we only have 52. We haven't even gotten the first hour yet. This is, oh lordy, lordy. But let's see. Good coffee, good coffee. Let's see if I can bring this up here. Let's see. Let's bring up. Oh, it is Monday, start of a new week, and we once again are working towards the weekend. And let's see. And this weekend, I went out yesterday morning to get a penny saver, gas up my car that I don't drive that much, but and I snuck when I was getting the penny saver, I snagged at the convenience store. I snagged a piece of breakfast pizza yesterday. It was good, and I went and gassed up. Let's see how we go. But the penny saver, that's an actual paper newspaper there, and I don't think that's on that one. Let's see. 2 men charged with cruelty. Oh, that's the cruelty. But that's not the front page. What's the front page article? Celebrating the Harris Diner. Let's see. Yeah, it's cold. Let's see. News. Let's go ahead and bring up this as our, let's see, present. Let's see, let's bring this back here to. There we go. There's the penny saver. Penny saver, let's see, owegopennysaver.com. And I'm looking at the paper version right here. And in the paper version, they have the old inserts. As far as that goes, we have, this one is from Tops, one of Tops and Price Chopper. Those are the only 2 grocery stores we have, right? We have some all smaller grocery stores, but these are. Oh, Grand Union. I forgot. There's no Grand Union. Yeah, there's no Grand Union ad.
Huh, okay.
Okay, so usually it's Tops. This is but the Missus has the Price Chopper. This is the one I like. This is the insert I like, and this is the one with the hardware store. As far as that goes, right there, and it's Save This Week Value Home Center. Let's see what they got. They got paints. Oh, they made. Usually the paints are on the back page. Let's open this puppy up here. It's just a one page, but it's the old newspaper. Let's see. We got paints on sale. Paint brushes. We got 18-gallon totes for $6.99 each. You got ever-ready batteries. There's that 3-foot LED shop light. I like that. Bird feed, $3.99 for a 5-pound bag. And a wood-burning electric stove for $129. Let's see what they got on the back of it. There's some more paint, some painter tape, scotch, some tools. Nothing really out. Oh, there's something. We got the bird feeders. That usually indicates spring is right around the corner. So nothing that knocks my socks off on as far as that goes. You know, nothing that I'm gonna go out and get something. So, oh, there's a Grand Union. Oh, it's stuck. We got a Grand Union ad. Here's a Grand Union. There's a Grand Union. We got 3 supermarkets. We got Grand Union. Good deal. Oh, that's a good deal on the bird feed.
I don't know.
No, that's what Tina said. Tina says that's a good deal on bird for a 5-pound bag, 3. And actually, it's the kind that we actually use. It's the mixture. Yeah, $3.99 for. It's called Wild Bird Feed. I don't know. Let's see if we can get the picture of that. There it is. And I'm just just going over this as a viewer. I'm not advocating going out buying this and stuff like that, but it's just what that's the store right there, True Value. It's a pretty neat. It's a pretty good hardware store. I like it. It's pretty cut and dry. What you see is what you get. The missus likes it. She's gotten a lot of stuff there for. And here's the other grocery store that we have. Let's see. This is Spencer's. They got full page ad. That's Spencer's. They're like the mom and pop's grocery store. They have a full ad in here. But there's the front page of the Penny Saver for this particular edition. Right there. The online, I'm not going to move down because that's an article about something that happened here that's not all that great. It's there was more than 100 animals that were rescued from a poor conditioning that the ASPCA and Tioga County Sheriffs were involved. That's what that cow there. But this is celebrating the Harris Diner Centennial. This one diner here in Owego, New York, a Harris Diner. It was a 1974 Owego Gazette article tells the story of the Lions New York diner owner Bill Conway, whose car broke down in Owego in 1924, and while he was on his way to New Jersey to buy a diner. He had an erroneous thought that those sleek middle slided diners were recycled from railroad dining cars. Turns out Conway was heading to purchase a prefab model from Jerry O'Malley's Diner Company that was established in 1917 to 1952. They're the ones that gave us the iconic diner there. Diner Company. It was down there in Elizabeth, New Jersey. That company built around 2,000 diners and shipped them by truck and rail around the country. The article said that Conway strolled around Owego Business District while his car was being repaired. At 79th North Ave stood a peanut stand. Conway rented the property, bought a diner from the dining making company, and hitched a team of horses to the completed diner in Lehigh Valley Railroad siding in Owego and towed it to the 79th. He was at the train station and towed it to the 79th near the fire station. That's on the main drag here in Owego. That's on page 6. Let's finish this. This is an interesting article here. Where's page 6? It's page 9. See, it's actual paper, folks. I don't know. Is the article? I don't know if the article is in here. No. Oh, I'm not sure. What's going on? I'm not sharing the article. Oh, I forgot to push it. There it is. I thought it was there. There it is. Okay. Okay. So the article continued to describe the original diner as having 9 stools and two two-seated tables. In 1933, it remodeled the capacity to 65 when a beer license was issued, but discontinued in 1944. Bill Conway hired Ernie Wander in 1933. Ernie would be the beloved fixture for almost 50 years. The Harris family and Sam, who had operated Harris Canatok Coffee Break since 1970, took over Conway's Club Diner on April 7th, 1982. The Harris's Diner opened its door and celebrated its full-page advertisement back in April 6, 1982. Owego Penny Saver. So there it is. That's it's one of those diners that had the stools right at the table, and you would go in there. And my father used to he loved these type of diners. It was a place where the community met. Let's see. Here's another article for Sweeney's Market. I used to go there for penny candy after I was walking home from grade school, the Appalachian Elementary School. They're down there on 434. Got the Wego police report. And let's see, what else do we have? We have the what's happening. Let's see, what's happening on this day. Let's see, today is the 22nd, but let's see, we got the 23rd tomorrow. You got the Life After a Stroke support group for stroke survivors and caregivers meeting in the Vestal Library up there in Vestal on the Vestal Parkway. That's a pretty nice meeting place up there. The Vestal Library is a nice library as far as that goes. 24th, you got community dance lessons. They're at the Warner VFW Post 1371 and Main Street in Owego. Cost is $10. January 25th, which is a Wednesday? No, that's this Thursday. Free fellowship meal for anyone in the Sayre Athens community, 4 to 6, at the Church of the Redeemer, 201st South Weber Street, Sayre, Pennsylvania. That's right across the border here. That's within our... and then the 26th, which is a Friday, you got the VFW Friday night dinners specials, Hawaiian pork at 5:30 to 7:30 on Main Street here in Owego. Open every Tuesday for wings and things for takeout. Stories, songs, a craft and puppet show. 10 a.m., 11 a.m. at Spalding's Memorial Library. They're in Athens. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, you know, as far as what's happening in the community. Of course, they got their advertisements, and we go to the next page here. Oh, there's some more pictures of the diner. Why they don't have that on the main page here? Let's see if we can look for that again. Let's see. Maybe it's under Art and Living. No, it's not under Art and Living. See, there's what's happening. Let's see what's happening. The calendars. Readers column. It's got to be in the news. You would figure. Yeah, 2 men are charged with cruelty to animals up there at the Glenmurray Animals with Seizure at a ranch. These are all the articles. I don't see this article in there. That's interesting. I don't see the article in there, but we'll go back here to the cow, the moo cow. We're still in the first section, and let's see, we're going over here. Oh, what's this one? This is the Owego Donut and Beer. Owego Donut and Beer is a new destination. Owego Donut and Beer, located at 229th North Ave here in Owego, has officially opened doors after a successful soft opening in December. Now, not your average donut shop owner, Julie and Ike Loveless. Do you know them?
I think they own, or they did own the Owego Kitchen.
Oh, that's right. Those are the I don't really care for that. I've had some issues with that guy. Or I've had some run-ins with that particular gentleman, as far as that goes. Okay, that's right. That's why I won't go there. That's right. So good luck on the Owego.
I want to go there. The donuts look interesting.
Yeah, and they got. Oh, there's a picture. What kind of cake? Picture of cookie and cream donuts, and one of the countless donuts operations made fresh daily at the Owego Donut and Beer Company. So they got to brew beer there too. Yeah, it looks like. I guess adds glass of orange juice at Owego. But those look like beer taps. So,
Beer and donuts, what a combo.
yeah, there's a combo for you. All right, we continue on. We have Pastor's Thoughts, life's most important decisions from picture of Pastor Warren Sipper, Living Water Baptist Church in Owego. We got a Scoville Mino. That's one of the car outfits here. Ad, full page ad. Then we have the readers column. The readers column. The whiners column, I should call it. Let's see. I'm gonna put this up here. See you Wednesday. Oh, okay. See you Wednesday. I'm going back. I'm reading Tina's comments there as far as the Wednesday meal. So there's a host of things. Let's see. The main page in the middle, Tioga Drama Club presents the Addams Family musical. Okay, where are they presenting this? This is Tioga Central High School. Okay, that's where the missus went to school. The Tioga
That's
Central.
where Brianna performed.
Yeah, our daughter. Yeah. Okay. Shh, you didn't hear that. That's our daughter. She used to. Both our kids went to this school. The Tioga Central High School Drama Club is enthusiastically preparing for their newest project, The Addams Family, a new musical. A new musical performance will be January 26th, which is this Friday from 7 p.m. and January 27th, which is Saturday, at 4 p.m. The show will take place inside the Tioga Middle School auditorium. Tickets will be sold at the door. Tickets prices are $7 for adults, $5. So we went to a number of these shows. They're pretty good. They put on a good. They're the typical school play. So there's the first section. As far as that goes, you got Tioga County Knights of Columbus crown free throw champions. So they got the free throw competition at Tioga and then let's see. This is Moore's Tire. They've got a full ad there. That's a tire place here that does tires. And this is sort of light. This has a collector, some more ads or some more. This guy Greg Zilla, Collector Car Corner. He talks about cars as far as on that. And first time chatter. Sissy, have you ever heard about? No, I have not heard. That doesn't sound familiar there, Sissy. I have no idea what you're talking about there. Never heard of it. Negro. What's Negro?
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Excuse me. We're just checking something here, folks. Not even going to go there. Almost. When I read it, I caught it. So we got rid of that. We're not going to tolerate that. That's a zero tolerance there. Don't joke. Have I ever heard of what that person was saying? No, that's not going to cut it. You're gone. I love it. I love it just as much as I love. I get the. The last couple of weeks, I've got a new process workflow for spam callers, and our answering machine answers, and we don't answer unless you talk. And if you talk and we don't know you, we'll let it go completely to the answer machine and decide whether we're going to call you back. Because if I don't know you, I'm not picking up that thing. So we get these. In the last 3 weeks, we've had a total of maybe eight or nine spam calls. They register spam right on the answer machine, and I've got a way of verifying and checking that. And usually it doesn't take too long to, within a couple minutes of my workflow that I use to vent. And they don't leave any message. We had this one. They said, "Oh, we need you to call back and have your electric bill ready. We need to go over that." And they made it sound urgent because I'm still old school. I got a landline and stuff like that. So they got an automatic block because they were confirmed. Because I actually called up NISEC, the energy, our power company, and they said, we have no idea about that. Matter of fact, you're the fifth person that's called about this individual, so we'll have to take care of that. I said, okay. So as far as that goes, so I got zero tolerance, and that last individual there, I guess first time chatter, I don't. They get you to say things, and I guess I started saying it. I just caught on what. So it's not that early. I've had a cup of coffee already, so I'm awake. Then we got the ads here. The various diners and stuff. Let's see, at Sally's Country Kitchen on Fridays, they have haddock dinner, the best fried fish in the valley. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Our Country Hearts, that's a good place to have. They also sell furniture up there. And just finishing up, we got the classified ads. Classified ads are right there, and that's it for the penny saver. Short and sweet, but it's something that the missus likes looking at because she gets the flyers as far as these things, and I like looking at it because it gives an overview of what's going on in the particular in the area as far as that goes. So let's see, we got Jim Figerty still going, and we're looking pretty good up on the broadcast there. So let's see, what are we doing for time here? Hour and 15 minutes, so we might go an hour and 30. Today's Monday, so the missus will be cleaning here shortly, and the sun is starting to come up as far as that goes. Let me see if I can get these. Hang on for a second. Get the drapes here, get them back. And looking outside, it looks pretty clear. It does look cold. Our current temperature has not changed in the last hour and 15 minutes. We're still at 8 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's see, I still have this up here, don't I? Let's go ahead and stop sharing that. So like I said, just to reiterate, who's ever watching, before you come into the chat, be careful what you say, because that was a good example right there of the person coming in saying something that wanting me to say two certain words that sound differently. That I'm not going to tolerate that. I have a zero tolerance. I try and keep it clean here, for the most part, and even Captain Rehab knows that. He does, I think Captain Rehab, I think is an okay guy, and he's given me the respect, and so, but something like that, when it's pretty obvious what the person is trying to do, like that last chatter, the first time chatter, and that's usually the case, because I'm not, this isn't my first rodeo. I've been doing this stuff for a while, so I'm not going to get excited about it. Oh my God, it's a troll, blah, blah, blah. No, you're gone. Boom. I'll just pause And that's what I was doing. I was just pausing, and they're out of here. They're deleted and they're banned, and they're never going to come. Well, they'll probably come back on another account. That's. We'll just do it again. I can keep on doing it till the cows come home. Moo. So, because I know there's people that do watch that sort of hang out and they think they get a charge. I don't get a charge on it. You're not going to get my. It's just it's part of the things you got to put up with when you do broadcasts and stuff. You got to put up with those type of people and stuff. And the best thing to do is to hit the delete and hit the ban buttons. And if they come back in a different, we'll just repeat it again. That one was pretty obvious. It was right out of the gate. So, and I do that with the spammers there too. We don't answer a phone and stuff like that. I don't, there's things you can do to keep those type of individuals at bay as far as that goes, and we can still have a good time and stuff. And basically the joke is on them because I didn't pick up that phone, so I won, and I know who you are. And those people, like out of the 9, I blocked 1 on the telephone calls, the spam calls. Now, if I have a list, and that's the thing, you keep a list. I keep a list of. Well, I'm starting to be a little bit more proactive, and of those spam calls. And if the number comes in again, I go in, and they get totally blocked. Okay, I do the same thing here on Twitch. You get it, like I said, you get the people that come in spouting the crap that they want to spout, or get you to spout, and it's like, no, that's not going to work. Boop, hit the button, you're out of here. Let's see. And so yeah, I guess, are you getting ready to vacuum? Okay, we're winding this down. I'm just going. I don't think there's anything in the weekend news as far as that goes. And let's see. I did not see anything of real interest. Let me see. WNBF. Mondays usually, I like doing the penny saver. That's a good segment and stuff. Let's see. Burger King parent company acquires upstate New York based franchise. Let's do this one. Let's do this one more. This will be our last. Let's go ahead and do this one. Let's see, WNBF. And we'll bring this up on the present. I like Burger King. This is an article about Burger King. Let's see what this is all about. This is from WNBF. Let's see, push it to the broadcast. Yes, and we are there. Okay, let's see what this article is all about. The Upstate New York company just bought for $1 billion. Okay, let's see what this is about. In a major move with it's 121.30. In a major move within the fast food industry, Burger King, parent company, Restaurant Brands International, has announced its plans to acquire an upstate New York restaurant group. Okay, Burger King's been going back and forth. They've closed a lot of stores, and they're not really. How can I put it? They're not really. They're fluxing, I guess, and stuff like that. They closed some stores, and but they're but I see their commercials are on all the time. The deal the deal is valued at 1 billion, aims to support Burger King ongoing efforts to upgrade and remodel its restaurants and drive its overall turnaround strategy. Carol's Restaurant Groups. I remember Carol's. Carol's used to be. I mean, after McDonald's, Carol's they had that's a so-called secret sauce they used to call it. And actually, Carol's made the first version of the Big Mac, basically. You know, Big Mac. You know, that was the. They had a version. They had a double stacked burger on a bun in between. I remember at Carol's. But Carol's Restaurant Group, headquarters in Syracuse, New York, operates over 1,000 Burger Kings located across 23 states, making it one of the largest restaurant franchises in North America. As part of its acquisition, Restaurant Brands International will purchase all of Carol's outstanding stock that it doesn't already own at $9.55 per share in an all-cash transaction. Sort of sounds like how Elon bought Twitter to make it to become X. He did an all cash. I think he did, but it just the way that read, it sounded like the acquisition of Twitter. The deal is expected to be completed in the second quarter of this year. Restaurant Brands International has plans to invest $500 million into updating approximately 600 of the Carol's Burger King locations. These updates will help modernize the restaurants and align them with Burger King's image transformation and customer experience enhancement initiatives. The acquisition aligns with Burger King's Reclaim the Flame campaign, which aims to improve operations, enhancing market efforts, and supporting techniques and digital properties. Now, we have a Burger King. It's there in Lawnsbury, which is just outside of Owego. And it's a good Burger King. Commenting on the acquisition, Tom Curtis, president of Burger King US and Canada, said, "This acquisition is an extension accelerated to our Reclaim the Flame plan that is forced on the relentless pursuing a better operations for our guests." So they're improving, okay? What's McDonald's doing? While Carol's will continue to operate the acquired restaurants in partnership with Burger King Burger King's operations teams, the long-term plan is to refranchise the majority of the portfolio to new or existing smaller franchise operators within local communities. Restaurant Brands International, one of the world's largest quick-serve restaurant companies, also owns other well-known brands such as Tim Hortons, that's a good one. Popeyes, ooh, okay. Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen and Firehouse Subs. I don't really care for Firehouse Subs. I like Jersey Mike's better. With over $40 billion in annual system-wide sales and more than 30,000 restaurants in 100 countries, the company aims to leverage its experience and resources to strengthen and grow its portfolio. So that's only a good thing for the brand user as far as that goes. To what is it? To improve the customer. Now there's another. We're going to go ahead and do one more. I want to do one more. Let's see. Let's change this to. We go back to home. And we're going to do this one, the Dairy Queen. There's a Dairy Queen coming. This is an old friendly restaurant, Friendly's up there in Vestal, and it's Dairy Queen coming to Vestal Town. Supervisor says, "I wish." Ooh, that doesn't sound good. I wish. Maybe it's not coming. Vestal. I mentioned this last week that they were going to be coming. And that would be great because this Friendly's, I used to eat at this Friendly with the families. They used to be at Friendly's all over the place here. There was like a dozen of them. But in this case, for this article, Vestal's new town supervisor says she knows nothing about the recent report of Dairy Queen restaurant to be open on the site of the long vacant eatery of Friendly's. Oh, so we may not be getting a Dairy Queen. That sucks. Marie Sexton was asked about town board member Stephen Donnelly's social media post that the Vestal Parkway property, once occupied by Friendly's restaurant, would be the future home of Dairy Queen. And let's see, we got Total Dad is rating with a party of 10. Oh, hello, Total Dad. Thank you. Welcome to all the Total Dad viewers. Thank you very much for rating me. That's cool. Total Dad is rating you. Put on your helmet. This is going to blow your mind. Okay. Total Dad. Thank you for the raid. We got the raid from Total Dad. Thank you. Howdy to you, sir. Howdy. We got first time chatter, Lord Choice, raid. Again, we got a, and so let's see what's, and the count went up. And Total Dad, thank you for following me. He's rating me. You gave me a follow. I'll follow you. You know, actually, I can do that right now. Let me hang on. Let's go ahead and we'll follow him back. And Chuck Norris bread follows. Okay. Hey, thank you guys. Let's see. Where's Total Dad? There's Total Dad. We're going to give him a follow. Let's see. Follow him. We're doing this on the fly. I like that. Okay, thank you. And then Lord Choice, Chuck Norris. Where's Chuck Norris? He's following. I don't see him in the. He didn't comment, but he's following. Thank you, Chuck Norris. Beard. Chuck Norris beard. Okay, Chuck Norris beard. I like that. And Total Dad, thanks, Rich. I hope the rest of your day stream goes. Yes, and I hope yours too. Thank you very much. Where are you from, Total Dad? What part of the world? And there's Chuck Norris. I am the concealer of the mighty third fist. Okay, I'm gonna give you. You gave me a follow there, Chuck Norris's beard. I'm gonna give you a follow there, my friend. There you go. Thank you very much for the raid and the follows. I greatly appreciate it. That's always a good thing. Total just outside Dallas, Texas. Okay, you're down there in Texas. Okay, the great state of Texas. Thank you for giving me a raid. For your followers, I'm here in Upstate New York, the southern tier of Upstate New York. I'm a New Yorker. I'm not from the city. I'm from the country. So we have dairy farms up here in New York. I'm just talking about this article here, Dairy Queen coming to Vestal, New York, which Vestal, New York, they have Binghamton University is located there. Upstate New York is basically Ice, Texas. Exactly. I have a very good friend of mine that he lives down there in Texas. He's the fire chief at Shepherd Air Force Base. I've known him for, oh God, we went to fire school when we were in the Air Force together 50 odd years ago. He loves Texas. He's originally from Boston. So, but he loves Texas. I guess once he got the job down there after he retired from the Air Force. He's been down there for 15 years now in Texas. He loves Texas. Texas can get cold weather. I can see that on the weather map. So, but greatly appreciate you, Total Dad. I got you followed, so I'm gonna have to catch your broadcasts and I greatly appreciate again the raid. I don't get them that often. We did have a raid last week with Jim Figerty. Jim Figerty is a great guy. He's on right now. And your next raid there, where's his card at? I thought I had a card for him. Let's see. Is that Jim's card right there? No, that's Late Night Parenting. Let's see, where is this card? Don't tell me I want. Oh, there's his card. Here's a guy you need to follow and raid next time. Just as a suggestion. Total Dad, this is the guy you need to raid next. Jim Figerty. He's an Irishman. He's on right now. He rated me last week. So I appreciate the. Let's see. Thank you for your service. I was a U.S. Air Force brat. My dad did communications for observation. Oh, he's one of them. Okay, he was in the comm group. I know exactly what your dad did. I was an aircraft rescue I was a firefighter. I was on the flight line when the aircrafts would come in on in-flight emergencies and ground emergencies, and we did the structure, regular firefighter and stuff like that. So your father was in the communications forward observation group. I know exactly. He was a combat controller, basically, in a manner of speaking. I think they were assigned to comm group. So thank your dad for your service. So I know exactly what your dad did. I've been out over 20 years now, 26, 27 years. Third mob. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I've heard of that. Yes. I've been out a long time, but I still remember and stuff like that. Your dad did some, yeah, tell him thank you very much from a old fire dog there. But I had 20 years in the service from 1977 to 1997, 20 years. And as far as that goes, so and your dad did a lot. I know that firsthand. As far as fire department, we were there when I was in. There wasn't much going on. We just had our head butted up against the Soviet Union. Let's see. Is there any more to this article? I'll have to follow up on this article and stuff like that. As far as that goes, it's just it doesn't look like we're going to get a Dairy Queen as far as that goes. So, but I really appreciate. This is a real treat. You just made my Monday. I was a little depressed, a little down and out because the Bills football game last night. They lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. And are you a Dallas Cowboys fans? Because I know they had a heartbreaker too, as far as losing to Green Bay there last week. That was a big surprise to everybody, a very big surprise. And so it's just, but Texas, one of the great states of these United States. There's a lot of great people that live down there, and as far as that goes, Total Dad. I'm originally from the Gulf. So Texas and the Saints are more my speed. Okay, yeah. The Texans. Yeah, the Texans. That was I don't know. That was a little heartbreaking, but they got a good team. They got something. I hope I'm on this broadcast with Tony D, called Belt Kings Fantasy Football, and Tony D is a veteran. He's a brother veteran. And he is also a fellow broadcaster and a good friend. And we're talking about the Houston Texans as far as, are they going to stay together next year? That's always the case. Once they had and they got a good quarterback. Their quarterback, that rookie, he's a good quarterback. And they've got a good team compared to years past that they as far as. And we got an ad break starting in 5 minutes. So I'm at an hour and 33. And Total Dad, you said true. I'm at an hour and a half. I got 5 minutes before an ad comes in. So I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left here and get my day started. And I want to thank you very much, Total Dad. Salute to you, sir. Thank you very much for the raid and bringing in your viewers. For those folks, give Total Dad a follow and check him out over there on his broadcast. Sure thing. See you around. I will see you around, sir. I will be checking you out. I want to say Brian Fritsch, who was first in the chat. Thank you for being here. Tony D, a salute to you, sir. You have a great one. He's feeling better, I believe. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you to Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab, thank you very much, sir. You're always welcome here, my friend. I think you know the rules as far as that goes. Hey, Laura, and I just came in. Yeah, we're just leaving. I see Jim Figerty's still on, Laura. Laura coming in from Norway. Thank you for popping in, Laura. But I'm doing a quick one here, an hour and a half, as far as I get my day started here. So thank you for popping in, Laura. Let's see. Thank you, Tina, our Jersey girl coming in from New Jersey. And let's see, who else do we have? We had some knucklehead that I had to get rid of here. And again, thank you very much. Let's see, we have the viewers there from Total Dad in Monte Maze or something like that. We got Lord Choice, and we got, I like this name, Chuck Norris's Beard. I like that one. Thank you guys for being here. Greatly appreciated. And Laura, you have a good one too, Laura. Thank you very much. This is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on the Twitch. You can follow me over there and find me over on X/Twitter at Fireman Rich. I'm also over there on Truth Social at Fireman Rich. Blue Sky, the new one, at Fireman Rich. Threads, Instagram Threads, I'm over there also as at Fireman Rich. And over there on the public Facebook, the real Fireman Rich. And you all have a good one. Safe to you, Laura. Oh, London. Saw London. You were there. See, thank you. One of Jim Figurity's viewers. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and thanks a lot. Thanks again. Jim Figurity. There he is. I'm ending, Jim. I'll be watching you. You all take care. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. Peace. They always come in at the end. You all have a great one. Ciao for now.